Show. Welcome back to Cards and Comics, guys. Today I have another 90s box break. Now, it's a product I've opened before on my channel. In fact, one of the cool things I've ever hit on my channel was this card right here from this same box, 98 Bowman's Best, where I hit this King Griffey Jr. refractor integrated a PSA 10. The thing that was very cool was I needed that for my refractor set I'm building in Griffey, which, by the way, I'm up to 96 different King Griffey Jr. refractors from the 90s, and that was one of them, so that was very cool. Now, this box is becoming a very cool and a little more expensive box from the 90s to open. When I first started doing 90s box breaks, the 98 set was the most expensive of the Bowman's Best products to open, but it was closer to $150 a box, you know, $120, $150 type of a box. Now it's up to $250, $275, and for a lot of reasons. One is it has the best looking by a lot of accounts, even though I prefer the 99 atomics, like this one right here, just because of nostalgia for me for anything. But the 98 atomics are some of the best looking cards that ever been made. I won't deny that. And then there's also the mirror image, refractors, and atomics. And I have one of the mirror image refractors here of Griffey. I'll show it to you if I can pull it out, which is one of the cards I'm looking to get graded at some point. Right here. So here is the mirror image Griffey refractor. And again, these refractors are numbered to 100, while the atomic version of this card is numbered to 25. So obviously one of the best inserts, you know, in terms of low numbered from the 90s. And they're very attractive. So again, you have a lot of people looking to open this product to try to get the refractors numbered to 400, the atomics numbered to 100, then you get your mirror image card. So it's a great product. I've never pulled an atomic out of this product, and so this is an awesome opportunity for me to try to pull an atomic. I need the atomic Griffey for my base set. Either one. I need both atomics. They're on this product for Griffey. So, you know, hopefully I can pull an atomic. That would be amazing. I have pulled atomics out of the 99 set. In fact, I have a box break. So if you want to look at, I do have the box break where I got that Griffey base card on my channel. If you want to look for that, you can find me opening that 98 box and pulling the Griffey. And then I also have opened a box of 99 Bowman's Best, and I pulled 3 atomics in one box. You know, which is kind of crazy. You know, a base, and 2 insert atomics. So, yeah, like sometimes these products are like that, where you can get 2 or 3 atomics in one box. I remember as a kid, you know, like with 99 product doing that, you know, getting a couple of atomics in a box, and I did it on my channel. So that does happen. Now, this wrap is so old it's just falling apart, so it's not peeling. And you can actually look at the packs here. I'm going to show them to you, where they have started to kind of fade and become see-through. So they're a little crunchy, but not too bad. And so yeah, we're going to open these and hopefully find something very cool in this product. It's becoming again, I keep saying it, but it's becoming a very important product. I think it's kind of cool to see a Bowman's Best product, which was always second fiddle Originally to Bowman Chrome, and now we're seeing Bowman's Best kind of actually overtake Bowman Chrome to some extent in popularity, especially the 98 set. I think it's kind of become, I think it's much more important than 98 Bowman Chrome set for sure, in terms of design and desirability. So, but we'll see. This is all, about finding the refractors, and you get one refractor in a box. So that is something that's for sure. You should get at least one refractor. All right, here we go. Alex Cora to start off here. Roberto Alomar. Okay, here is the mirror image. So this is not a refractor. Again, these are numbered to 100 if they were refractor. So we've got George Lombardo and Tony Gwynn. So I just like the base ones as well. So, they're a cool looking insert. I have the Griffey version of this and a PSA 10 I bought last year. So our first insert right here, the mirror image base. So looks like no refractor in this pack as I go through it. And again, we'll keep all of the base Griffeys and Thomases and Bonds. So Dan Reichert, rookie here. So pack one, nothing too exciting, but again, we got an insert, which is cool. Always nice to get the inserts. Let's go through the odds here, just so I can tell you real quick what the odds are. I got to look at the pack here a little bit. So refractors 1 in 20, atomics 1 in 82. So that's like 1 in, I think there is this a 24 pack box? Yep. So 1 in 3 boxes makes sense, or 4 boxes, I guess. Mirror image 1 in 12, so we should get 2 of those. Mirror image refractor. I like it when the numbered cards actually have odds instead of just a numbering, like 1 in 809. Mirror image atomics 1 in 3,237. Bowman's best performers 1 in 6. Bowman's best performers refractor 1 in 809. Bowman's best atomic 1 in 3,237. Autograph 1 in 180. Atomic autograph 1 in 6,437. And refractor autograph 1 in 2,158. So again, truly, this is one of those years where, yes, the enters are incredibly hard to get. Now this pack is bricked up pretty hard. So this is not what I wanted to see. Something that's really bricked hard. So hopefully there's nothing in this pack worth a lot, because it could be damaged, but the first card comes out pretty clean. So hopefully that's how all it's going to go. We don't want any damaged cards. Okay, it's bricked up, but they're coming off. So here's Kevin Brown. That just means that it's going to take a little bit longer to get through the pack too, because I'm going to have to, peel them off a little bit. But it looks like it's not damaging the card, so that's good. Matt Clement, Paul Molitor. And again, I don't have a ton of refractors from this set, whereas I have a lot of the 99, because I'm kind of building the base set. Oh, there's Barry Bonds. All right. Now, that would have been really cool to pull that as a refractor. But there's the base Bonds and the Pat Higgin. So the Bonds goes into kind of my little hit pile, because, I always keep certain cards with me. And again, these are definitely a little bricked up. So we will go through these a little slow. Justin Towle, Brian Rose. And again, back in this day, a lot of these rookies never panned out. So, Mark Rudzelenik, Jim Parquet. Always like that name. And you can see, the one thing I like about this set is like how that embossing, the baseball gave it a really cool design. And then when you refractor them, it just looks awesome. Yeah, you kind of see that design. Ron Gant. And Vladimir Guerrero. Very nice. One of the things that is also interesting to me, going through these cards, is how a lot of times the hit, like the insert, isn't as bricked up, and it's almost like they were either inserted a little differently, or sometimes they're upside down, so they don't stick quite the same way as the other cards. Jason Kittle, I like that because very rarely on cards do you get a picture of a catcher standing up in full gear with his mask on. It's not a common photo, so I like that card of Jason Kendall. Craig Biggio, very cool. Tony Armas. Manny Ramirez, Man Ram. I think an atomic of his just sold recently. Mark Grace. And Jay Bell. And this is after the Pirates. So Jay Bell had a crazy career after the Pirates. Like, he had some years with the Diamondbacks that are just insane. And this is definitely one of those, like, yeah, this is an example, like, with Topps to do this, like, just crazy stats. So, like, it has average, and I don't know, like 86 to 89, 90 to 93, 94, like in some sort of aggregate here. And then game, like at-bats per extra base hit, at-bats per home run. So it doesn't actually give you like his home runs or RBIs or stolen bases. It's just like a weird aggregate stat. So this shows you like they didn't give you straight stats on some cards. And it was kind of interesting like how they did stats on some cards. So a good example of Topps doing something kind of odd. I wouldn't say like I like that. I'm into a normal stat guy. Just give me the normal stats. I don't like these kind of weird, kind of like pseudo sabermetric, because that's not really a sabermetric. Like, that's not WAR, or anything like that. Chris Benson, who was supposed to be the Pirate savior, and he was a pretty serviceable pitcher. And in fact, he pitched a long time because he turned into a relief pitcher, and then was a pretty good relief pitcher for a lot of years too. Pedro Martinez, obviously, he would have been cool to hit. Eric Karros. And again, a lot of people love the design of the base cards, of how, how that looks there. And then you get the cool refractor version, and the atomics have that cracked ice look. And that's why I think they're just so popular, because people love cracked ice. Design Mike Piazza, Ryan Klesko, and Mo Vaughn. So, couple packs in. Again, every pack on the edges here is a lot more bricked up than the cards in the middle. I'm assuming that's because on the edges maybe it got more exposure to like oxygen and maybe a little bit of moisture. So we're seeing a little bit more bricking. And these are thick cards too. They're thicker than the normal Topps cards from that time period, or the Chrome cards. So another thing too is these are a thicker card stock. You can kind of see it. The thicker card. So it makes it harder to bend the cards a little bit to kind of unstick them. Jose Cruz Jr. But they are coming off, they're not just creating damage. Okay. There is a best performer. So this is an insert. And again, my old joke is that, you can't go through a 90 set like this time period and not hit a Travis Lee or, gosh, can't think of the other guy's name for the A's. So it'll come to me. But yeah, it's late. Margaret Atlantic. The Travis Lee was in all these products. Margaret Atlantic, and then there's a Barry Larkin. One of the cool things with Barry Larkin, I hit a Barry Larkin Golden Anniversary Refractor, number 25, back in like the early 2000, like in the 2000s, like 2010-ish period. At a card show, I opened a box of Bowman Chrome. A dealer had a box of Bowman Chrome on his table, and this is how it was, like 2010-ish. I think the box was like $40. A box of like 98 Bowman Chrome. And I got it for like $40, and I opened it up and I got a Golden Anniversary Refractor number 25, I believe, of Barry Larkin, which I wish I had kept it. But I was in Indianapolis, and there was a strong Reds contingent, and there was some Barry Larkin collectors, so I actually had a lot of people who wanted to buy it. As soon as I open it, Scott rolling. So that was interesting. But yeah, I really wish I'd have kept that card. That would have been a really cool card just to stash, because you bought it out of a $40 box of Bowman Chrome, and hit it, and back then, Bowman Chrome was kind of like, oh, it's all about the rookies or the vet refractors and or the rookies, rookie refractors. I think there was autos in that set too. I don't know. The Chrome sets, sometimes they had autos, sometimes they didn't. I think by 98 most of the sets had autos, but like this set has an auto. Edgar Martinez. But yeah. But I'm not sure that I know in 99, John Allred, Randy Johnson. In 99, you got that great Don Mattingly and Derek Jeter dual auto, which is one of the coolest autos they ever put out there. It's just odd to me that Topps had, Cal Ripken, very cool. That Topps had a lot of chances to do like a A-Rod Griffey auto and never really did in these kind of products. Like that product in 99 had the Stadium Clubhouse signature autos, and they had the dual, and just thought it was always odd they never did the A-Rod Griffey. Oh, there's another mirror image. We'll see who that is. Michael Coleman, Brent Butler, and here's another one. And we got a Randy Johnson. Very cool. Hall of Famer Randy Johnson. I always like saying that, Hall of Famer. And who's on the other side? We've got Ryan Anderson. He was supposed to be like another mini Randy Johnson. I think he was really tall as well and skinny, but he didn't really pan out like like Randy Johnson did. So Andy Benez, another Man Ram, and Mark Gregg. So we haven't had Thomas, Griffey, or Jeter. So that's interesting. But we shall continue down the path here. Hit 2 mirror images and best performer. So we're getting the base inserts kind of out of the way early, I guess. Kerry Wood, Tony Clark. Now, what I remember about opening that box back, the prior box, was Paul Konerko, Adrian. Now, okay, so yeah, another good chase in this product is I believe there's an autographed version of this card. So I think that would be very cool to hit. Best performers, Adrian Beltre. So I think that's the 2 base inserts that you're going to get in the product. The 2 best performers. Yeah, because I think we hit the Travis Lee was a best performer as well. So I think those were both 1 in 12 packs. So we hit those 2. So we got them out of the way. Tony Gwynn, very cool. And then Dante Bichette. So when I opened the pack with the Griffey in it, Edgar Martinez was in that pack because I said, oh, well, it would have been cool to get an Edgar Martinez. Because, my expectations on getting a refractor and then getting a good player, because it's, one in every card in the set, basically. I just wanted to get a good player, and then all of a sudden it was the Griffey, which is pretty darn awesome. Hard to believe, but yeah. I think I might be, I was saying like the time that I may have the only pack pulled 98 Bowman refractor of Griffey ever captured on camera. Of someone pulling that card, and it got a PSA 10, which was great. I've also pulled so many other cards out of packs and graded them and did not grade a 10. So that's awesome that happened that way. Todd Walker. So that was very cool. That was like probably my favorite box opening of all time. Just because I needed it for my set. That's the other thing too. Is like it was a card I actually needed for a collection I'm building, which is kind of rare. To open a 90s product and get not only your favorite player, but a card you need for your set. And a card that's pretty rare. I mean, 1 per box. Kevin Brown. Okay. So, no refractor yet. Obviously, another Barry Larkin. We've hit a Bonds, but no Griffey. Maglo Ordonez, who was a great player for a lot of years. Mags was definitely one of those guys that I was sure was going to be a possible Hall of Famer. Sure, possibly, yeah. I thought he was going to be a Hall of Famer, honestly, when he first was up. So, all right. We'll get close to halfway through the box. So, and the refractors are so shiny, you can just see the edges, and you can pretty much tell you have one. Orlando Hernandez, El Duque. I think this was close to his rookie, I'm pretty sure, 98, maybe 97. It's hard to remember the rookie year for all these players because a lot of times they had so many cards that said rookie on them from years that they weren't rookie. That, oh my God, we hit an atomic at somebody. We got an atomic at somebody, guys. Oh my gosh, I just said I've never hit atomic in this set of anyone. So we've hit an atomic refractor. So we got Ray Langford and Travis Lee. There's our Travis Lee. We've hit an atomic. I don't know what it. I think it's a base card. Slow roll it here. This is cool. Never hit one of these. Here we go. Looks like Colorado Rocky. And it's Derek Gibson. So if this would have been in 98, this would have been a boss card. But that card is so cool looking. And we'll look on the back, and it is numbered to 100. So that is my first atomic refractor ever out of a box of 98 Bowman Chrome, guys. Derek Gibson, who was a hot rookie at one point in time. So yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I know he's not hot rookie now, but it was, wow, that's pretty cool. Honestly, guys, that's really cool. I'm very excited about that just because it's like I documented hitting an atomic refractor out of 98. 98 Bowman's best. And again, to a lot of people, this is like the nicest atomic refractor ever made. You can just see that pattern. It is a very cool pattern. Again, I say 99 a lot in my, when I say like my favorite. And again, that's just nostalgia for a set that got me really back into collecting modern and just a set I really love. But obviously this design is amazing and cool, and I have to give props to it. It looks awesome. So we got the atomic. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, this is awesome to hit a card like that. And we still have the base refractor, I think, to still get to. So we may get 2 refractors in this box because I don't think that will take away from my base refractor count. So it's kind of like getting a bonus hit when you get one. So we'll see if that's true. I may be completely talking out of my butt on that, but I think that's how it works. Because again, I've had the box where I hit 3 atomics in one box. So I don't think it changes your ability to hit an atomic of another type of insert or whatever. So I think we can still get some cool hits out of here, and I think I still am going to. I'm glad I have this in the holder because I just dropped the cards right on top of it. So I was hoping maybe it was going to be, like a Larry Walker or something, a Hall of Famer. But it's Derek Gibson. I have a friend of mine who is a hobby friend who collects, Colorado Rockies. So maybe he needs that card. So maybe I can do a trade deal with him, or maybe he just wants to buy it. But that's cool. Because I would rather that card go to a collector, either the Rockies or the player, because that's a great card. And, if you're a fan of that set, and wow. All right. There's another insert in here. So we'll see what that is. So it's Insert Palooza, Steve Finley, Ramon Hernandez. It looks like it's on a refractor. So I was thinking if we hit a third mirror image, we would actually Robin Mater. And I'm always saying it's wrong too. It's fusion, because the set that this replaced was the mirror image set. So it's the fusion set, and I'm sure everyone's been screaming at me since I did this. No, it's not. It's not mirror image. It's fusion, but But here is Ruben Mateo and Jose Cruz Jr. So it's our third one of those. That's kind of crazy. You know, I mean, I'm just not that crazy, but it's just you're only supposed to get, you know, 2, and we got 3. All right. So we're punching above our weight here on this one, and maybe I can find a holder right here. Put the Derek Gibson kind of on it. So we've got that. Maybe I can. There we go. He looks cool there. Then we've got. I can kind of rearrange here a little bit. So yeah, this is pretty exciting box so far. I mean, I'm going to say is, I mean, we haven't hit like God cards, but we've hit a lot of cool stuff, and that's why opening these products is fun. There's an A-Rod, very cool. So yeah, like this is why this product has kind of gone up in value, honestly, because you do get a lot of chances at some pretty cool cards. So if you know, if you hit the right one, this definitely could work out for you. I mean, I believe a Griffey base refractor just sold for like in a PSA 9 for a couple, you know, like for I think $450, $500. And you know, and again, I got lucky and got a 10, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, even like $600. I mean, it sold pretty well. I kind of quit watching it at a certain point, but you know, it just shows you, like, you know, there are people out there who want just the refractors. Again, they're numbered to 400, so you know, even the 250 a box, you still have a chance to get your money back on a lot, on the right pull on this product. So it's still, to me, it's like it's a fun gamble on these 98 Bowman's Best products. And you know, I've had people tell me, like, oh, like, you know, buying these boxes is terrible ROI, and obviously, you know, you can't look at it as like trying to get your money back. You know, it's about the fun of opening the product. But I look at it like, well, but you know, modern cards are just, you know, probably a lot worse in terms of opportunity, and cards are not near as cool as these. I mean, you're not going to pull something like this out of a current box of tops, and if they are kind of designed after that, they kind of, I've always felt like they don't ever make the designs as cool as they were back in this time period. Eli, there's a Brady Anderson, Roger Clemens, John Olerud, so all right. As we go further down in the box too, they're not as stuck together, which is great. There's a Greg Maddux right on the back. So again, and Bernie Williams on front. I know there's a guy on Instagram who's a big Bernie Williams collector. So if I'd have hit the Atomic Bernie, I'm sure he would have been interested if he didn't already have one. Now, some of these big player guys that were smart and got their cards early, like these. There's another Best Performers, Richie Sexton. So again, I think that was interesting. Maybe they're 1 in 8. I mean, I misread that. I thought it was 1 in 12. Maybe they're 1 in 8, and I'm just being kind of like, oh my god, I'm getting so many hits, when they're not really that rare. So Mirror Image is 1 in 12, which again, I think they're called Fusion on the, so that's why it confused me. It does say Mirror Image, so I was right the first time, but when I read the card, it says Fusion. So yeah, and Best Performers are 1 in 6. So the Performers, you get 4 a box. Okay. And the Image, you get 2. So that's where I'm getting confused. All right. Sorry about that. So theoretically, we're going to get another Performer of a box. So, okay. And there's Mr. Maddux. Great card. I'll go back through these and pull some of the Hall of Famers out just to have for mine. Because a lot of people like just the base set. This is one of those sets that people just like having even the base cards in this set. So, oh, there's the refractor. All right. And it looks like it's gold, so it's a vet. So I'm going to put it on the bottom, and we'll see who we got, guys. We'll see who we got. We got, it looks like a vet, because, again, the rookies are silver, right? They don't have the gold swirl. They have silver. And I saw gold, so it's a vet at least. Braden Looper, Matt Clement. On this set, you definitely want a vet. Doesn't mean you're going to pull a great one, but just, you definitely want a vet. All right. And of course, the card in front of it's stuck. Jason Kendall right in front. I would have enjoyed a Jason Kendall, but here we go, guys. Here is our vet. And it's Pat Hinken. All right, not the vet we were hoping for. Numbered out of 400, sorry. There's the Pat Hinken. It's a very clean card. They come out looking so nice on these packs. The product quality is just immense on this product. Just great looking cards. You can't really see anything. That's why I'm saying, like, even when you open this product and you don't pull the best players out of your hits, the cards still look amazing and nice, and and I don't think I'm going to have a problem. Like, if someone wants that Derek Gibson, I think people just love that. So I think people will probably be hitting me up asking about that card at some point. If I show it on my IG, I think some people will be like, hey, love the set, love the card. So that's the great thing about it too, is like you don't have to worry about, for most of these cards. And this, so here's an example of a little bit of damage. So, bam, this first card here. This is the impression from the pack itself. So it kind of imprinted onto the card some of the oxidation from the packaging right there. I don't know if I can get that off with a hose. Like a nylon, which is my go-to for surface. Ever since I was a kid, we've always rubbed our cards with pantyhose. It's just what we've done. And that works for the most part to take off a lot of stuff like that. So probably try that to see if it works. There's Jim Tomei. So Pat Hinken, he was a good player. In fact, he probably had a good year. Even though the stats on here are wonky, I can't really tell how many wins he had. Or his ERA was 3.45 during this aggregate of time period that those stats are designed for. So yeah. So this is a little more stuck together. Gary Sheffield, Jim Tomei, and then there's a card stuck here. I'm trying to get off of Mr. Tomei. Trying not to damage any cards if I can help it. And it is Kareem Garcia. All right, so we haven't hit a base Griffey or Thomas. We always like to get at least one of each of the main dudes' base cards or get a cheater. So for me, that's always a goal. To get the base cards of everyone. Mr. Edmonds, Mr. Lowell. Keep dropping cards. They're a little slick when you try to pull them up. There's Benson, and there's another Jason Kendall. That's our third Jason Kendall. So Collation, pretty rough. Another J Bell. So no Griffies, no Thomases, but a lot of J Bells, and another Roger Clemens. But again, when someone say, every time I get like multiple, like 3 of this one guy, there's always someone who's like, oh, the pack's been searched, or the box has been searched. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure no one's going to leave atomic refractors in any of these boxes. That's just not something you're going to see people do, even if it's Derek Gibson. I don't think that is the case. Because they're like, oh, you can see the edges. I'm like, yeah, maybe you can, but I don't think they're going to leave refractors or atomics in boxes if that's the case. Now, if you open a whole box of these and you don't pull anything, like any refractors or any of the inserts, then you can be pretty sure that the box has been searched, because the way I say pretty sure is that Topps did a really bad job of collation, and sometimes they didn't put hits in boxes. And I've seen that a couple times in boxes I've opened. Most famously, I believe, was the 98 Finest box I opened with no refractors. That was not fun. All right. So are we going to get anything like a surprise hit? Or at least a Griffey card. We'll see. Ruben Rivera, Francisco Cordero, Carlos Lee, Matt Williams, Sammy Sosa. All right, last pack, guys. So thanks for tuning in. My first ever Atomic Refractor pull in a 98 Bowman's Bust box. Pretty darn cool. You know, like I said, this is, you know, obviously one of those products that such potential to hit something awesome, amazing. And, you know, like I said, sometimes you can't control the player, but you got the opportunity. And we had the opportunity today to hit something really amazing. And we got close, guys. Another Adrian Beltre, which is awesome. Unfortunately, no auto. It's just the base, but hey. Can't get greedy, guys. We hit the Atomic. That was cool. I'm happy we hit that Atomic. Another J-Pal. My gosh. My gosh, Tops. If this is Jason Kendall, I'm just done. It's Mark Grace. Player we've hit before. So there it is, guys. That's the box, the entire box. I'll do a recap. But obviously, I got right here this card. Here is the big dog. We'll go through best performers. Again, we should get 4 of these. We got 1, a Richie Sexton. Did I not keep the other one? I just pulled, yeah. So in a Adrian Beltre. We pulled another Adrian Beltre. So 2 Beltres, a Travis Lee. So that's the 4. The only one of the base cards of players I usually collect. We had 1 Barry Bonds, no Griffeys, no Thomases, no Jeters. We pulled 3 mirror image fusions. Just going to call them that because they say mirror image on the pack, but they say fusion on the card. But they are numbered, I think, MIs. Yep, MI. So we got the George Lombard and Tony Gwynn. Probably the best one I pulled. Jose Cruz and Ruben Mateo. And then Randy Johnson and Ryan Anderson. So 3 of those. And then the 2 refractors, because we hit a bonus refractor. We got the base Pat Hinken, numbered to 400 right there. Awesome. And then we got a Atomic Derek Gibson. And again, that card would have been huge around 1998. Number 55 of 100. I don't know what his number was. I don't think it's a number match. But there we go. Pretty cool box. Honestly, a lot of fun. I don't care. I mean, I care to some extent, but just being able to hit one, I'm just so glad I hit one out of a box because it's hard and I've never hit one before. Now, my next goal is to hit a refractor insert, either a refractor and Atomic on an insert. So that's the next goal. So, but let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.